This college football picks week 5 edition of the Sports Gambling Podcast is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog's hooking up new customers. Play just $5 and get $50 in bonus funds when you use the code SGPN.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride. Yes, sir.
Welcome everyone to the Sports Gambling Podcast. I'm Sean, second the money green with my partner in picks, Ryan, real money Kramer. What's happening, Kramer?
Dog.
Sean?
Yes.
Two Hokies walk into a bar. Who are they?
Let's say Bruce Arians and Tyrod Taylor.
No.
Okay.
Two Bruces. Bruce Arians and Bruce Smith.
Oh, okay.
Two most infamous, famous drinkers at Virginia Tech.
Yes,
bringing them back together. Now.
They love putting it back in. Supposedly that's why Arians kind of moved into retirement. Loved the cold ones a little too much.
He reached that point in his life. I remember during the pandemic, and of course, if you missed the news, Virginia Tech, he will be part of the coaching search. Very exciting. But if you don't remember during the pandemic, I'm guessing it was Bucks related. He was doing one of the Zoom interviews, and he was clearly one of the coaches who was not using technology before the pandemic, and he was just sitting in his on his patio, and the light was making it so he just looked like a black figure, just completely dark.
Well, like Jameis Winston said, he didn't realize he was white for a long time.
Seasoned.
Hey, speaking of beers, look at these sweet Steins. I got a frosty cold one. Of course, promo code football gets you 25% off. That's ending September. So last week to get in, joining us to talk all things college football, Colby Dant, aka Pig Dundee. What's happening, Colby?
Oh, what's up, man? Did they hire Brian Schottenheimer yet?
Oh God,
he might be available. We'll see how the rest of the Cowboys season goes.
Strangely, it's not like if I'm being completely objective, whatever we thought of the Brian Schottenheimer decision, Matt Eberflus was way worse. The offense has been scoring points.
The offense looked fine. Well, they only put up 17 against the Bears defense.
CeeDee Lamb clearly was important in that offense.
Yeah, I guess that was part of it.
But I mean, my God.
All right, we got an awesome show. Get to a bunch of picks. We got some college football news. We also got, unfortunately, some sad news. Friend of the program, you might have known him on social. Sportsbook Consig, aka Dave Sharapan, friend of ours. We hung out with him a number of times. Had him on our show. He was on the MLB show a bunch of times. Was just a really just nice guy, family guy. Unfortunately, he passed away. I think we got a couple of photos. Here's us hanging out with him and Big Balls and Derek. It was great. I mean, he was just a fun guy. He loved the throwback hats. He was a guest, I feel like, on a lot of people's shows. If you watch sports gambling content, you probably have seen some of his stuff at some point because he was on the MLB Network. He had the Bostonian versus the Book podcast, Cash Considerations. He was all over Sports Grid.
This was him converting you to a soccer fan.
No, that was us just hanging out at Stadium Swim. But yeah, he always was just a fun guy to hang out with, and yeah, real family guy. It was sad. He's survived by a wife and 3 daughters. So,
and if I pull up my text thread with him, which I've seen a lot of outpouring of people telling stories or whatever about him, which I got a chuckle of because none of my stories have anything to do with the sports gambling. Most of our chat is either where you at or some sort of commentary on how toxic youth volleyball is. Followed with a bit we used to do, which was if you followed him on social, you've seen the CLV trash can.
Yes,
which
very
is,
fun.
I think City of Las Vegas.
Oh, I never figured out what that was.
When my younger daughter started getting better at sports and we would play out in Vegas, I started like, oh, they're just at the parks out here. So basically, if you looked at it's like youth volleyball pictures, some occasional gambling, and then pictures of the city of Las Vegas trash cans. So,
yeah, no, dude, he was a great guy, man. And I got a chance to do a bunch of he had a show with Scott Wetzel on Sports Grid that I was on all the time, and nicest guy in the world, man. I didn't know him from nothing, and I remember when we were at like one of our March Madness things. It was the first time I met him, but he came right up, and it was crazy because it was like he was listening to us for years. And you know, since he passed, I got a message from someone in the industry that said like, dude, he was a huge SGPN fans, which I knew it because we had started, like, we kind of got a little bit close over the past like year or two, just because I was doing the grid so much. But yeah, I mean, the guy was fantastic, but apparently he kept up with all of our, like, the whole network's shows, according to a source.
And it's really unfortunate. I mean, like, he for years, if you don't know his background, for years he like worked behind the counter, and he worked down in Curacao.
I was gonna say, all you need to know is he got his start in Curacao.
Yeah, Curacao.
He's from Pittsburgh, but he somehow made his way to Curacao,
which is one of the offshore locations. Then he got back to Vegas, lived there for a long time, and then I forget how we synced up on social. And then this was like, I think pre-pandemic. I'm trying to remember. It all kind of blurs together. But so yeah, he had a stroke, and then he had a stroke, and then he kind of had like a new lease on life and dedicated his life to doing the content stuff, and left the, you know, working behind the counter. And that was kind of his thing that launched him.
That's kind of when we really ran into him. It was probably, you know, majority probably happened post Circa being built, but even like back to our WinBet days, like that was kind of when we, I think, got to know him a little bit more, because the guys we were working with at WinBet, the guys behind the counter there, were all his guys. I know Colby, when Colby, I mean, we're not blowing up anyone's spot, but Colby's connection to get the FCS lines is still based on that, which was, you know, basically, you know, us finding out in real time that, like, oh, this is the sports book consig guys people.
I'm just saying, like, I've done a bunch of the guest spots on that network, and he was by far, to me, like the friendliest guy. Like, we're instantly, I had already known him a little bit through Vegas, but like after that, we clicked right away, man. And just such a nice guy. And then like he'd hit you up just talking, you know, just text messaging about, you know, life and shit. So just really sad stuff, man. Way too early, man. I think he was only 55.
Yeah,
terrible
crazy
stuff, man. Terrible stuff.
He had the stroke, and then he had cancer, and it was very unfortunate.
I believe, like, beat cancer and then had some stuff happen.
Yeah, there was some complications after it, but poor guy, and thinking about his family. So thoughts and prayers for the consig, aka Dave Sharapan. So good reminder. You know, tomorrow's not guaranteed, and he really was a happy dude and did what he loved, and good family guy. So R.I.P. Dave.
And I would say, like, the fact that he got that. He had the shit he had the bad thing happen that wakes you up, and he got to do shit for a while.
Yeah,
as a free person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to speak for him, but I'm sure he would say that run of getting out of the sports, the working behind the counter, and then doing his own thing, building up the following with his podcasts, you know, working on Sports Grid and all this other stuff. Like, it was a hustle, but I always got the sense he loved that and loved the experience.
I don't know if he ever said it to you, Sean, but he would always say to me, you guys are insanely lucky to have gotten to this point where you can, you know, define your own path.
Well, and also he had the catchphrase, "Nobody knows shit," which he applied to gambling, and it is a great catchphrase, but the exception is, I do think everyone knows what a great guy he was. And you saw a bunch of great tributes online from a bunch of big names and just people who knew him. So,
I mean, he was this, I remember the LA Super Bowl, Sean, we're at Radio Row. There's a lot of people there.
Yeah.
He was one of the stars of Radio Row. So
and to highlight, like, there's a lot of bullshitters, a lot of scammers, a lot of just like general haters in the sports gambling content world. It's
you talking about me?
It's gambling. There's grifters. There's also just people who are jealous or whatever. And he was he was the total opposite. And you see that from everyone remembering him and like, oh, he was such a good guy to work with. So he will be missed. Yeah. R.I.P. Dave. Gonna miss you.
A lot of empty cups. His is full.
Yes. Great guy. Colby, switching back into college football. We got to talk the John Mateer news. Pretty crazy. And and I saw you belly aching that the fact that the Longhorns are now going to get to face a backup quarterback once again. Also, it's just been hilarious. The Texas social media loving that arch scramble and then like standing over the UTSA kid, which it wasn't even like that awesome of a scramble. But now Mateer, who was the Heisman odds-on front runner going into this week before the news about his hand surgery. And the craziest part was, God bless him for getting us that cover. It was one of my locks, helped us out in the Westgate contest. That was the cover of all covers because they were up 6, laying 6.5, or maybe they're up 5, laying 6.5, and got a safety on 4th down to cover the 6.5. I was going to say it was the craziest cover I've had in a long time, but then the Eagles covered 3.5 for me on Sunday. So it was one of those weekends where the first couple weekends in the NFL, some college beats not going your way, but
this was one of the
crazy.
This was the crazy. I mean, as I've kind of taken a second to step back, this is one of the crazier weekend of strange occurrences at end of football games. Yeah. I mean, from USC Michigan State to the Temple game, like there were so many games that were decided on the last play.
It was wild.
What about Washington just scoring like 40 in the 4th again? Like, well, that was a 7-point game going into the 4th. You're thinking we got this in the bag.
Yeah.
And then they just like go into fuck you mode in the 4th quarter.
And we'll talk about it, I'm sure, when we break down Army ECU. But Colby, my God, dude, the play call, East Carolina was hanging around in that game. They had a real shot to win it. They get backed up on their own 2-yard line and they run an out route to a receiver that was just how's their telegraphed it? And it was one of the easier. It was one of the easier pick sixes I've seen in a long time. Colby, what's going on with this coaching?
Even worse is that's been their whole thing. So like Jay Hill is BYU's defensive coordinator. He's awesome. He was the head coach at Weber State, was really good at Weber State, took him to the FCS playoffs, was with Kyle Whittingham at Utah before that. I want to give him credit, but part of me is also like, I don't want to give him credit because I'm like, dude, anybody, if you watched ECU against NC State or against Coastal Carolina or Campbell, not as much with Campbell, but with Coastal and NC State, they are such a little bitch gimmick team that I actually I really hate watching ECU football. Like this is just a horrible thing, but yeah, they just throw so many short little screens that
I am an East Carolina fan.
To me, I would like the game plan should have been like, I just couldn't believe he was dumb enough to throw at the 1-yard line, especially knowing that you have all this tape out there that guess what? Jay Hill's team is are gonna be super aggressive defensively, and it didn't surprise me at all. I would tell my corners to jump on all that. You know, they never strike the ball vertically, so jump on everything, and that's exactly what they did. But that was the worst sequence because that was 3 straight plays, or with ECU essentially having the ball in their hands.
He had back-to-back interceptions.
Oh my dude! And the fumbled punt that got him at the 1-yard line. It was.
Oh man.
It was.
Other big news item we got to talk about before we hop into the picks. Gundy has been fired. So I don't know if that's good or bad for my 60-1 long shot for them to win the conference. Although we did get down on, or at least I did, a Tulsa money line. That was a nice cash and made up for what I lost or will probably lose. So season's not over yet. Maybe they rally around Gundy not being there. I saw Mac tweeted out. I was kind of surprised they didn't let him finish the season. What's the benefit of firing him now?
No, especially when you restructure his contract back in March or February, they did him dirty for a guy that turned down Tennessee and Florida and other spots that could have left. And he's a Cowboy through and through. He played there in the 80s. He was a coach. He was an assistant there. I think from like 89 to like 96 or something before he took the Baylor OC job. They did him really dirty. And I the only thing I can think of is this. He has had years. He's only 1-2 right now. Their team's record is 1-2 because they had a bye week and they lost at Oregon. Well, they had to know they were going to lose to Oregon.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, Tulsa upset you. A team that has almost beat you like 5 out of the last 6 games in Stillwater. Like all those games were very close. Right. So I'm a bit puzzled, especially because his starting quarterback got injured in the first quarter of the first game. They've been without Hoss Henne for a while now.
We had to lead the conference in passing yards.
Well, and that's the problem here is I actually think so. He lost to Central Michigan in like 2015 or 16 in a non-con game. He got whooped by South Alabama a couple years ago. In the Central Michigan year, they won 10 games. The South Alabama year, they actually went to the Big 12 championship. I think they won the Big 12, or no, they were a yard away, I think. And then, so maybe they're thinking if you don't fire him right now, he might go on a run in the Big 12. In the Big 12. But I thought they did him completely dirty. And I know Brett McMurphy said that they interviewed his brother. Who's a Oklahoma legend as well that played quarterback with the Sooners. And he was saying like, dude, he still wants to coach. He's got the itch. I'm going to be a part of his staff. So I'm very much excited about where he lands next because in OK State, beware what you wish for. Beware what you wish for. One losing season in 20 fucking years.
I am kind of with Sean, although he kind of, if you look at the details of the restructure, it was a $1 million pay cut.
Yeah.
That it had a very modest annual raise, $125K. So basically nothing. And it changed the buyout from a percentage to a flat number, $15 million.
Oh my God. Imagine getting $15 million to get fired. That is,
I've been waiting for that, guys.
But they dropped it.
Colby doesn't have that buyout deal.
It was a reduced contract. So I have a feeling he was told that he was getting fired last year. He agrees to this reduction, and he went to the school. He led a long, prosperous tenure at the school. Very much, this is the dirty business of college football, Sean. Also,
well, that's the thing. A lot of
weight. He doesn't look like. He doesn't look like the same guy in that. I'm a man.
I'm 40.
He cut the mullet. That's what happened.
I have lower T now.
Yeah. No, but maybe that's it. Low T.
Yeah.
We often give the coaches shit, or at least I do. On when I first got into college football, I felt like all the coaches would stay at the universities for a long time, and it doesn't happen anymore. But then you see situations like this or Pat Fitzgerald, and you're like, well, fuck the colleges, because you should take your offer and ditch them, because they'll clearly ditch you as soon as possible.
I mean, between NIL, the transfer portal, the buyouts, schools firing you you just gotta. There is no real tradition, and to your point, like a coach staying at a place for a long time is crazy now because rosters are turning over constantly, players turning over. So you just kind of got to worry about number one.
And the best part is they asked him, apparently, this is me just reading off people that cover Oklahoma State on Twitter, but they said that they had asked him if he wanted to do a press conference today. And he's like, he said no. Say? He said no, but I imagine it might have been, hey, fuck you. You know what I mean?
The scene in Half Baked. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. You're cool. Peace. I'm out.
I feel like him and Bruce Arians would get along. Maybe they should have a cocktail or two.
Oh, would you want Gundy, Ryan?
I mean, Oklahoma
Gundy,
State, very similar program.
Biff Poggi,
right? Like Pat Fitzgerald probably at the top of the list. The more that I've thought about it, but I think you want.
Kramer's just dying for the flying squirrel.
Yeah, sure, whatever. I mean whatever works. I want a coach that has had success building a program at a place like Virginia Tech, and I think Oklahoma State is in that category of like never, not in a million years will it have the most resources. But it's got enough, and it's got a good fan base and a unique home atmosphere. And his ideals probably are pretty aligned with the people, maybe not in the city of Blacksburg, but in the surrounding areas.
Can you snake hunt? I know he's a big. He goes snake hunting a lot.
You can go there. People would. You could go catfish fishing. You could go noodling in the. You don't have to go too far from Blacksburg to find. You
want to kill some time on. You want to kill some time on the internet. Go down a noodling video wormhole.
I can't stress enough how much of a shock to my system it was to not just go to school in the middle of nowhere, but for someone who grew up in New Jersey, basically that was the deep South. And there's times where it's like you run into people you've seen crazy fucking city homeless people, but you've never seen a crazy ass fucking country bumpkin motherfucker who looks like a guy from Deliverance. And so it was. Anyway.
Now
you hear a banjo in real time. You can get the yips.
I was going to say, there's also some other news when it comes to college sports. Sean, I know he might be. I don't know how Sean's taking this. Kramer, you got to tell me what was going on in the studio because Sister Jean,
oh my God,
106 years old, the chaplain of Loyola Chicago, the Ramblers. Remember that magical run they had with Porter Moser. She's retiring from the university. Not dead, but retiring from the university.
What do they have work in the cafeteria? She doing landscaping? What did they have her doing at 106 years old? You cruel pieces of shit. You guys,
wow.
I know everyone thinks I'm the one that's going to kill her with my obvious point out that she's mortal. But how are you making her work at 106? Is she driving the bus?
No,
What's
she's
she
a mascot. She's literally a mascot. What is their mascot?
Retired. Okay, what's her day gonna?
Colby,
is it complete?
What mascot do they have on the sidelines of their games?
None.
They're gonna roll out a new system.
She was scheduled to do the fertilizing for the football field, but they said, you know what, you earned it. One day off, sweetie.
Colby, it's gonna be like the dogs at Georgia. It's gonna be just Sister Jean 2. And then just imagine
Ralphie the bison and Sister Jean 3.
Oh, you get this 28-year-old nun. Who are you? I'm Sister Jean 2.
Kramer, I need you to know though. I wish I was in the studio for this. I wanted to see because I'm sure when Sean was scrolling down and he saw this story break, I bet he thought yes, and then he realized it's just retired, not retired from life.
And our buddy CJ Sullivan was discussing this in the chat, but they're just going to when she does pass away, just delete retired and just put passed away. They had it ready to go. Oh, there's breaking news with Sister Jean. Okay, we'll run she passed away. No, wait, she retired? She was working the entire time? And Mike in the chat nailed it. This lady's been sucking off on Social Security for 40 years. You want to, Colby, you want to know why we're going to be hosting
this
podcasts
is Chicago's real
till
problem.
120? Because grifters like Sister Jean are sucking off the system for 40 straight years.
Everyone's talking about the murder rate, the unemployment rate's high. This is the real problem in Chicago.
Yeah. Where's Doge? Remember when Doge was cutting all the funding? This lady's working a job. She's probably collecting multiple Social Security. Now she's going to get unemployment on top of it.
She's been at the crap stable for an hour. It's the run of a lifetime. I will say though, when I saw the news, I have obviously first thought of Sean.
Everyone sends me all this.
Well, because here's what I mean. We've seen this too many times, right? The old coach retires, and very quickly, there's nothing else to do.
Yeah.
Their purpose.
This is like Paterno, and he retired.
So let's hope she didn't also facilitate a huge child sex abuse ring and couldn't handle the guilt.
On wood.
But I mean,
it's a Catholic institution, guys.
Who put on more weight, Sister Jean or Gundy?
Oh wow! Now you crossed the line.
I'm just noticing that
the line.
She's looking really healthy.
She's out there. Is
that AI?
She's out there trimming trees.
Is that AI?
What kind? I want to know what kind of work was she doing. Hey, equipment trucks here. Sister, you gonna help unload that thing? Oh, the tackling dummies aren't going to move themselves, Sister Jean.
You think she's getting a cut?
What's she doing?
You think she's getting a cut of those bobbleheads we got?
I'm just picturing.
I'm sure.
I'm just picturing the.
You can't see her like rolling into the dean's office. Hey, envelope felt a little light this week. Right, you think these bobbleheads sell themselves? Make it right, or there's a price to pay.
I'm picturing.
She's probably a gangster ass bitch.
No, I'm picturing the other
You know
way.
she is.
I'm picturing
Don't fuck with her money.
I'm picturing the dean is the Ben Stiller character from Happy Gilmore, and she's the grandmother character.
Yes.
And the dean's just crying. She's been weaving fucking scarves for the
now
past
your
40
back's
years.
gonna hurt. No, she
See,
doesn't take that.
this is the retirement video we all wanted, not the Bruce Pearl 14 minutes of ego.
Yeah.
Right?
We wanted like 14 30 seconds of that.
What a maniac, right? I mean, that one was ridiculous, right? Like he acted like he was getting the.
I saw it was 14 minutes. I go, I can't do this. I can't do this.
Yeah,
He's a good basketball coach. I'm not going to watch 14 minutes of.
I mean, he will live on the soundboard.
Yes. Smash. All right, let's get to the picks. Before we do, of course, shout out to mybookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football and everything else. I don't know if they have any Sister Jean props up. Hopefully not. No one would want to. I mean, I'll bet on her to live forever. She's cashed that over. MyBookie's motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. Look at Diego Pavia. Do you know Pavia? I think Vanderbilt undefeated ATS and by the biggest margin ATS. It's crazy that no one believes in this Vandy team still.
18th in the country.
What? In the top, wait, they're behind Illinois?
No, Illinois is 23.
Oh, okay. They finally moved them down. Of course, head over to mybookie.ag and score a 100% bet back bonus up to $500 only when you use our promo code SGPN. And if you've already signed up, not getting involved, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Toss us a bone. It helps us out, helps keep all our content free. Always appreciate it. Mybookie.ag, promo code SGPN. T's and C's apply to the bonus. We're also brought to you by NoVig. NoVig is America's #1 sports prediction market. I see Illinois in there, so maybe Sister Jean retiring to dominate the sports prediction market over on NoVig. I think it's 18 plus. Either way, she's definitely qualified. NoVig, you spend $5, you get $50 in NoVig coins, and use our promo code SGPN. You can get some of the best prices in the world because it is a prediction market. Get in on the action with NoVig. Promo code SGPN. Available in a ton of states, including California, Texas, Florida. Give it a shot. Download the NoVig app today and use the promo code SGPN.
All right. Before we get started, just wanted to set the stage.
Guys saying I'm fading every pick in a parlay tonight. Well, I'll say this, sir.
Worst of luck.
That's a Sister Jean thing, I think.
Yeah. Maybe the bad mojo. Our consensus plays were 8 and 6. And our Westgate contest plays are 15, 12 and 1. Our first losing week was last week. And even that wasn't that bad. It was only 3 and 4. We didn't talk about Utah. I feel like we have to. I mean, Utah was a loss. Illinois was a loss. ECU was a loss. The Utah one, Colby, what do you make of this Utah team? That just to have someone come in to their house, and it's one thing to lose, but I feel like the way they lost was surprising. Like their offensive line got pushed around. I guess that was what's surprising to me. There was a physicality from this Texas Tech team that I didn't expect.
Well, and that's the thing. Texas Tech, Cody Campbell. You might see him on all these commercials, shitting on the SEC's bill. What are they calling it again? I forget. The Sports Act bill or something. Yeah. But Cody Campbell, and I think 2 other boosters. They're a couple billionaires, and they basically paid for the best roster in football. But not only that, they brought in Houston, Willie Fritz's defensive coordinator, Shail Wood, and I needed to see it before I actually bought in, because the first 3 opponents, Oregon State's just, unfortunately, like that's been a disaster ever since the Larry Scott and the Pac-12 folded.
And just hopping in there, there's a simple formula. There was a stat going around of the top 7 teams that spent money in the transfer portal. Those teams are 27-0 right now and 21-6 ATS. This is also a dig at Clemson. Like it's like a twofer. Yes. And Texas Tech was in there. you get the best players, it makes a difference.
And coaches, like getting Shayo Wood was a huge thing there, but also the players. And how about the backup quarterback? I jokingly I had a lot of fun with Baron Morton getting injured twice in that game because I told you when I think we did this. I was like, when the wind blows, that motherfucker gets injured.
Yeah.
What I didn't, and this is on me.
The backup was better.
This is on me because historically now I think we have like a 20-year window of Texas Tech backup quarterbacks being awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, like we saw that. Isn't that how we saw Mahomes originally? Like, I feel like each one, Baker Mayfield, Davis Webb, you had all these at Sonny Cumby. I feel like there's just been a shit ton of great backup quarterbacks. So should have factored that into the handicap. And I didn't realize he was from Utah as well because he played his ass off.
Yeah. I mean, it was a 13-10 game, like 12 minutes to go. But it was the entirety of the game, and I mean honestly, even like the big touchdown run or screen pass for Texas Tech in the first quarter, like it was a real tight game. But it was impressive to see a defensive line like kind of own a bunch of NFL offensive linemen, and so I think you just and I think this is the weird thing about college coaching. It's like how the backup quarterback is better than the starter. Why wasn't he starting? Like that's the part where it's like very clearly something. I mean, you don't score 21 points in the last 10 minutes of a game against Utah in Utah. Yeah, I don't Texas Tech. And then, to bring up the hilarity of the AP poll. I mean, Where are they in?
Well, if you want to hear someone yell about the AP poll, you got to listen to the Database Top 25, where Colby puts out the real Top 25 over on the College Experience.
Colby, who's your top 5?
Vanderbilt 1, Georgia Tech 2, LSU 3, Iowa State 4. Who was Ole Miss 5?
Oh, okay.
You will not see that top 5 anywhere else in college.
So that's based on only the games they've played.
We got to get Colby a vote. That would be a dream to get Colby an AP vote. We'll start looking into that. If you can get
Colby an AP vote, reach out.
Please hit us up.
Let's go.
Colby, do you have Illinois in your top 25?
No.
Yep. See, these are easy rules.
Well, that is.
If you lose a game by 50 points, you have at least 1 week. You got to take a timeout.
Little breather.
All right. Let's anything else to get off your chest before we start, Colby? We're only 32 minutes in.
Myself and Moneyline McIntosh will be at this game in
really?
Greenville here. And look, if I do one too many Jaeger bombs, there's a chance I buy an apartment there. I get the old apartment back as well.
School like Mac.
Which can we get a quick update? That's a great point. Quick update on Mac. Has he left Morgantown?
Allegedly.
Oh, okay.
I actually think he might have screenshot his Richmond background and then used that as the backdrop while he's in Morgantown.
He did. It was weird. He wanted to meet with me to ask how to do that kind of stuff.
Well,
so
it was like, dude, I got my apartment back. It was almost like he needed confirmation from me. So now, because he was like, maybe he thinks I'm a weirdo, and I was like, no, that's a great idea.
I will
Why not?
say that. Like if I was going to all of a sudden be a single guy older and I maybe wanted to study something at some point in my life, maybe I go back to school.
College sounds great opportunity.
Great place to rehab.
Yeah.
Hit a bunch of rebounds, get like crush it on the boards. Tons of rebounds.
I've been trying to get our graphics team to do a Rodney Dangerfield back to school. The movie Back to School, right? If you guys, I don't know if you guys remember that, but
I'm sure Jake's listening. So just
can we get that with Mac's face? We want the movie poster, but Mac's face on it. We can do this.
Yes.
Done. All right, let's talk football. And I forget what it was. Wasn't there some sort of controversy between the? Maybe it was a different Knights. I thought that Army somehow was involved in the Vegas hockey team with a lawsuit. Anyway, ECU, we're selfishly talking about this game. And did we cancel a game, or did we allow all the games to stay on the list?
I don't know. Did you delete anyone?
We didn't delete one.
I don't know how to adjust the spreadsheet.
Is this how
That's your department.
One of my favorite office bits of Sean is how he doesn't know how to use Google Sheets.
I do know how to use Google Sheets. I'm not a conditional formatting master like yourself. Yes, I use Google Sheets every day. I'm not one of those guys who goes to the fucking spreadsheet Olympics like you.
Well, I appreciate the tip of the cap over there.
Yeah,
real neg. 4:30 p.m. on. I assume this is Thursday. We're heading to Greenville, North Carolina for a game. As you mentioned, if you want to meet Colby, what's the promise, Colby? You'll do a shot with anyone who meets you, right?
Oh yes.
Buy him a beer, do a shot, whatever we can do. We can huff paint behind 43 section. Let's go.
Will you guys be smuggling in any? When we were in college, we would just either put the alcohol in a Ziploc bag.
Gatorade vodka in the water bottle is the easy one.
So in Blacksburg, you couldn't bring a container in like that. So
but I'm saying like you could easily just like one of those like Deer Park water bottles. You would just fill up with vodka and then just easily hide on your own body.
We would do it. We would do it in Ziploc bags.
Ziploc bags.
Interesting.
And you just poke a straw into it.
Yeah,
I
like it.
It actually makes
like
it
a
really.
hobo Capri Sun.
Then you buy some Cokes and then you just have the straw squirted into the. That's called engineering, Sean. All right, East Carolina laying 5 here against Army, plus 180 on the money line for Army. 53.5 is the total. Feels like a not totals, guys, but that feels like a pretty big number, big total.
Well,
there.
This Army defense. I mean, you look at the advanced stuff; it'll show you. I think the Army defense isn't as good as we thought, but man, this is a tough spot for them because they had that hell of a. They were getting their ass kicked by North Texas, came all the way back. Then it goes to OT, kind of a heartbreaking loss. Now you got to go on the road to Greenville, North Carolina. But on the other side, like, man, this East Carolina team is sloppy. They're not disciplined. And then you have to play a triple option team on a short week with not a lot of practice after kind of a dream crusher loss to BYU. I think the play is on Army. I'm certainly a little scared of the off the OT on a short week travel aspect. But I know Colby's pissed off. I'll be interested to see if he can lay 5 with ECU.
Fuck
Colby,
no! Give me Army money line.
I think Army might win.
You play bitch ball. This is just the type of team to beat you. So check this out. ECU is 2-10 in their last 12 against triple option teams. Those are all Army and Navy, by the way. And those 2 wins were by a field goal on the final play of the game. Last year, Mike Houston got fired when they played Army because they went up to Mikey Stadium and lost 45-28. That was still Blake Harrell's defense that they dropped 45 points on. Blake Harrell's now the new head coach of ECU. And to me, the other gimmick, little bullshit, little bubble screen, fucking nonsense, misdirection shit. I think like Army's they are disciplined. Like I know the defense isn't as good as it was a year ago, but they're a disciplined team. All over Army here. Money line play.
So
unfortunately,
you have to play that your ECU when you're a coach at ECU clip for the current coach of ECU.
You go for it.
He's not. He's not a real coach. Huh?
They've been deleted off my soundboard. They've been deleted.
You know, Kramer. You know, you don't donate to Virginia Tech. This is Colby's similar thing. I'm deleting you off the soundboard as a pseudo alum of East Carolina. Kramer, what are you doing?
They're such a little bitch team, dude.
I mean, I see the case for ECU, but
I mean, if you look at the numbers would indicate that maybe they could bottle up the rushing attack. But Colby's pointed out they've not really ever done that in their storied history.
No, and Skip Holtz was the last one that could beat a triple option team on the regular.
I was just gonna take Army because I thought maybe Colby would be on ECU, and I wanted to, just like the chat, I'm also considering a full fade approach to this episode. But I guess I'll be joining you guys. I did not anticipate that you would both be on Army.
I can't watch. I know I'm going to the game, but I can't watch. I can't happily watch ECU.
So are you wearing ECU colors?
Of course, I'm going to be rooting for them still, even though.
Oh wait, what's going on here?
Oh, it's the ultimate Benedict.
Give Colby.
I'm going to be like Randy Quaid in Major League. I'll have the X taped over the skeleton, right? But
what's he got on tally side? I don't believe any of this.
Yeah,
is this?
I don't know. Did I fill it out yet?
He's gonna be hammered tomorrow on the college experience. So, you know what? Play my music. Give me East Carolina.
But then it's not on the soundboard. So what am I going to play? I'm going to play.
It's true.
I don't.
It's gone. It's gone. It's officially done from the college experience.
Until we
decide to run the ball on between the tackles. That'd be a great idea, is to actually play football again instead of this bullshit. Hey, let's do 700 plays this Saturday. We're going to be a super fast team. We can run up to the line of scrimmage super fast. Oh, we get 17 false starts every fucking week because we're running up there like a little bitch ass team.
Getting that at home was crazy.
Yeah, because we're the gimmick. You don't need to be a gimmick. You're like the third highest paid team in the conference, or as far as like money behind the school for football. Ooh. You don't need the gimmick. You don't need the gimmick. It's if you gimmick when you're a shitty school.
Well, maybe we got to look in the mirror, Colby. Yeah, it's bummer. Hey, you know what? I'd feel some level of compassion for you if you didn't enjoy the Virginia Tech demise. So go fuck yourself. Army +5. Although Colby got a better number on the website, 5.5. Always getting the best of the number. Next up, Friday night, 4 p.m. Vegas special here, Sean. This is really going to be hard for me to get out. Florida State laying 7 on the road against the University of Virginia Fine Peoples, +215 on the money line. 59 is the total. Great. Sorry, Saudi Arabia State. I think I accidentally said Florida State. My bad, Colby.
I'm wondering, is Saudi Arabia Tech, Virginia Tech, because they said they're coming up with all this money out of the blue, 50 million, right?
No, I mean, unlike Florida State that only exports people that aren't adding value to society, Virginia Tech has a ton of interesting research and technology going on. So they have this massive endowment that the nerds just decided to take a couple shekels out of. Drop in a bucket.
But Mike Leach he told us to watch out for those fake soldiers, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, great point. Virginia Tech has real soldiers on campus.
Oh, look out! I mean,
one of the few public one of the few college campuses in general that is cohabitated by real soldiers. Unfortunately, some of the real soldiers at Texas A&M, they also like to be cheerleaders. It is kind of a bad. I mean, I have no defense for that, but they're not. They're on a different campus.
Colby, Chandler Morris has been off to a good start. I like these dogs on Friday night. They've been good to us. We got New Mexico. We had Tulsa. Can we trust UVA at home here as a home dog, or is FSU gonna roll? They do have Miami next week. I'm inclined to take UVA here.
This is a smash spot with UVA, dude.
Right?
Like Chandler Morris. First off, like this UVA offense, it can score, man. Every they went out. They have money. They actually spent some money on football. Believe it or not, getting a 7-year quarterback that actually was the starter on that TCU team to start the season. Remember the TCU team that went to the Natty and Max Duggan came in? Well, Chandler Morris was the starter who got injured at Colorado, and then Duggan came in and they ran away and all the way to the Natty where they got destroyed. But he's good, and as long as he's healthy, I think they're going to put up points. A little concerned about their defense at times, but guess what? Castellanos got a little dinged up in the Kent State game, so I'm curious how healthy he is. I also think you got tape on them from that Alabama. Like Florida State's played nobody. Honestly, it's since the Alabama game, they've played nobody. They had a bye, Kent State, and then Texas A&M Commerce, who's like a recent D2 jumping up to the FCS. So they're a really bad FCS.
Just first road game against lit. It's going to be lit in Charlottesville. Get the torches out. This is a good spot for UVA.
All right,
Kramer, you're taking FSU.
This is where I have a problem. Colby knows this will not be lit. That stadium, Scott.
They're wearing the 95 uniforms when they pulled off the all-time upset with Danny Cannell.
Colby, can you find me video evidence of that stadium being lit in the past?
Probably
20?
No, it's probably that game. It's probably that game in '95 on a Thursday night. One of the best college football games I've seen, man. Where Percy Ellsworth, Percy Ellsworth, I know.
It's one of the most muted, like lame ass college. It's not a Colby. You've been there, yeah?
Yeah. Sure. To Charlottesville, yes, yeah.
It's a horrible game day environment.
It's a great stadium. They just haven't subscribed to football in a while.
But it's not though.
They're not going to get. I think they're not going to get up for this game.
Sean, it's a bowl. It's like the Rose Bowl. So it doesn't, and it's smaller than it's much smaller than the Rose Bowl. And so there's not like it doesn't have any.
House.
Well, it doesn't have any sound trapping elements. Like part of what makes Lane Stadium loud is this. It's very steep, right? Kind of like Seattle, where the sound gets trapped. The stadium doesn't possess any of those qualities. So
I think the stadium's a great stadium. It's just the fans don't show up.
Sure. Colby likes old stadiums that suck. So
that's a classic. That's a classic. That's a classic stadium right there.
The stadium made the slide. It means it's a good stadium.
I know.
Yes.
That's all you need to know. It's old ass stadium. There's probably just concrete and seats. I will say my model says that,
concrete seats and personality. You guys haven't had that in the NFL in a long time.
Oh God.
Who knows who's buried in those concrete seats? Well, I mean, it's like I said, great people. But at the same time, fuck Florida State. You never bet on Florida State when.
Wow. UVA, Kramer, you taking UVA?
I think I might have to take a pass.
Okay.
But yeah,
what should I write down for your?
It's a Friday night dog. We're gonna be at Circa. I'll have you put the bet in, maybe.
Okay. Everyone on UVA +7.
This is you can't. Florida State, Miami. I mean, this would be a modern day Florida State thing to do. Screw up the biggest game in Florida in some time by losing the week,
and then they'll beat Miami somehow.
Yeah, although they have, that's another situation where they haven't done great in that rivalry. And worth noting, they've only won one game here in the past 20 years. So even though it's a shitty stadium.
No, you don't know good shit, dude. That stadium's great.
I know that great. Every stadium you like generally is old and outdated, and which makes perfect sense.
Like outdated because what? They don't have a fucking DJ and a waitress coming over to you. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
It's so outdated. They still got that grass hill in there.
You're damn right they do.
Oh,
that's great.
Sean?
Yeah,
you got a grass hill in your stadium. You're fucking old as shit and busted.
You're just mad because you can't get a fucking hot cocoa and like have your waitress come on over and ask you, can't you at Allegiant, can't you vote for the song the DJ plays? What the fuck are we doing, dude?
I know what this is.
That's democracy at its finest, Colby.
Yeah, but just like you can, I mean, just imagine when the live betting experience, they figure that out. This is you know what this is, Sean? He's been hanging out at the clubhouse. Some of the other chaps from the country club. They went to UVA.
Oh yeah,
that's what's going on here. He's got to make.
They might have coleslaw sandwiches though. They might have coleslaw sandwiches there. So maybe you should drop by, buddy.
I appreciate everyone who reached out to show support in the war on coleslaw sandwiches. They are a delicacy in multiple areas in this fine country. So I'm right, you're wrong. I didn't realize I was being so brave. TCU, Arizona State, another Friday night situation for us to watch while we're working. VSiN Live, Sports Gambling Podcast Live. Arizona State laying 2, -130 on the money line. TCU +110. 55 is the total. Big game in the Big 12 here.
Awesome game.
I mean, I'd imagine one of these, as they stand right now, I mean, is elimination game. No, I mean,
to me, the handicap is Arizona State at home, just because of TCU off that. I mean, that was a huge win for TCU. That now this is you just got the iron skillet back. It was a crazy game, fun back and forth, hitting one of my locks, one of my contest plays. Thank you, TCU. And Hoover has looked good. I guess that's my concern, is fading this Hoover kid who's been sucking up some Heisman potential here. But Arizona State at home, Dillingham is a good coach, and this is just a fade off. This feels like an ultimate letdown spot for TCU. Am I reading it wrong, Colby? What are you doing?
No, that's pretty much my hand. I mean, I think this is two of the better teams in the Big 12. The winner will probably have the inside track on potentially getting there. I know the Big 12 is batshit crazy, and Iowa State and Texas Tech look really good, but to me, you're coming off of that with Iron Skillet. They were embarrassed the year before, so you knew that was a game they circled. That's why I know you locked it up, but all of us love that angle. And now you go on a weeknight to Sun Devil Stadium in Tempe. I just think that's Sam Levitt and Arizona State too. I think they're a little bit better than their record. I thought they're actually the better team against Mississippi State. They had a defensive breakdown where the
fake tits will be out at ASU. It's gonna be
they'll be rocking.
It's gonna be a raucous environment.
So I think Sam Levitt's all the difference. I think like they'll find a way to win that game just barely. So give me the Sun Devils to get it done.
Kramer, what are you doing?
I'm a little worried. We do like the dogs on Friday night, Sean.
Yep.
1, 2. I am a little. In a strange way, I'd almost rather this game just be hot as shit. But
TCU is also coming from a pretty hot area.
Unlike UVA, this will be a lit atmosphere. I have had people confirm this for me. And I think at the end of the day, you just -2. Give me the home team. Forks up. Plus, we're an Arizona State podcast.
And get the Venezia's pizza at halftime. It's there. There's one right outside the stadium.
Kramer,
how much are they paying?
Had a side deal with Venezia.
Let's go. Let's go.
What's going on?
Try their stuffed crust.
No crust. Kramer, bleep that out.
I mean, if they want to hook us up with,
we'll never hear from Little Caesars again with all these Venezia plays.
I mean, are they going national? They were very kind hosts.
Yes, no, they're awesome. Food's great.
Clearly, they're paying Colby for some extra mentions. They got a fucking Trojan horse over here. He rolls in and just starts spewing off. All right, moving along. Ooh, favorite team Saturday night. Saturday now. We'll have to find. Hopefully, there's more Friday night games if I'm not mistaken. Correct, Colby?
There is one other game, but for us, it's a great Saturday card. This might be the best. This might be the best Saturday card of the whole season. This or the final week of the year.
No, you're good. I just wanted to make sure, Sean. We do have Houston taking on Oregon State as well, so we will be able to make 3-leg parlays for Friday night, and it starts. It's a nice 7:30 start time, so
Perfect.
Starts after we start working at 7. So we got the Pitt Panthers hosting the Louisville Cardinals. Cardinals laying 4.5, -195 on the money line. Pitt +170. 58 is the total. 9 a.m. kick here on the West Coast. Colby.
This game's hilarious because this is the game Louisville can never win. Under Pat Narduzzi, I believe they've never won at whatever the fuck they're calling this bullshit stadium now.
No picture. It's out.
No, they change the name every 2 years. It's hard to remember. Look, Pitt's physicality. I mean, Narduzzi, he's already lost the backyard brawl. They do have a new school president, new athletic director. I think it's a big game for him here. And they're just the type of team that gives Louisville problems because Louisville's kind of a finesse team. And Pitt, always great defensively, even though they can be dumb at times. They just have guys. So I think Pitt will be the more physical team again. And I'm getting points. Let's go.
I love Pitt here. Of course, they lost that heartbreaker there against West Virginia. As we know, it sent Mac on his odyssey, his old school odyssey.
It worked out.
Yeah. And now they're coming off a bye against a Louisville team that's kind of a little bit of a fraudulent undefeated team. Narduzzi, great as a home dog, 12-9 ATS. And coming off a bye, 13-6 ATS. Narduzzi, this is the ultimate get up spot. They match up very well against Louisville. I love Pittsburgh here. Give me Pitt +4.5 all day. Kramer,
cosign. I mean, they're also still coming off the loss to West Virginia, so that like amplified. Not just coming off a normal bye, coming off a bye where they had to hear about losing to their redneck rivals down from West Virginia. So I'm with you. This is probably in the money line pile, I'd imagine. Notre Dame. Arkansas, Fayetteville, Arkansas. Woo Pig Suey. 9 a.m. kick on the West Coast. Notre Dame laying 4, -180 on the money line. Arkansas +155. 64.5 is the total. Great picture of Lou Holtz if you're watching on YouTube. I saw that Bobby Petrino was quote already working the phones Colby, I think your dream is coming true.
Well, I mean, Sam Pittman had to know that this was a dangerous thing when he hired him as an offensive coordinator when he was already on the hot seat. I had a lot of things. First, I thought about this for when I thought of Bobby Petrino back in Fayetteville.
The only thing on my mind, Gene, was pussy.
But also, he's got a track record of and I just knew Pittman was going to be like this.
You disloyal fool ass bitch made punk.
So it seems to be coming to fruition. This line's come down a lot. Yeah, this line's been coming down though, man. At this point, I think we go in on the Irish. A little concerned about CJ Carr on the road because I know the first game was at Miami, and Miami was somewhat lit, but there's nothing like this. Remember the baseball game a couple years ago where like the fan picked up a I think, and then he chugged a beer. Got a standing O while he was chugging a beer, holding
right?
he had to check himself in the hospital and got rabies. Like 12 hours later.
You're taking Notre Dame here.
I just think Arkansas is done, man. But yeah, I am.
See, I mean, you could look at it two ways. I think, and certainly if that was the losing to Memphis and the way they lost to Memphis, Dream Crusher, I get that. But this Notre Dame defense and now there's a bunch of steam coming on Arkansas, whether that's good or bad. I don't know. It's the number opened at what, like 6. Now it's down to 4. I just look at Arkansas and the explosive plays they've had on offense. They've had 32 plays of 20+ yards. I think this Arkansas offense is going to be able to eat.
It's biting the shit out of
YouTube.com/sportsgambling podcast. I think Arkansas is going to be able to move the ball against Notre Dame, and it's Pittman with his back up against the wall, literally.
Hold on though. I'm conflicted myself because at first I thought let's take Arkansas on the points.
Because you're from Arkansas.
And he's taking a photo while he's got the raccoon.
Dude, he chugged a beer. This is either pre or after he chugs a beer. So
I just explained how much of a culture shock it was just to go to the Southwest Virginia. This is way crazier than that.
Well, this is the thing. This is I think the hardest game on the slate because the at 6 I was like, yeah, I think Arkansas makes a lot of sense because I think they can keep it close. But then you also have this shit behind the scenes of Petrino. I mean, how much are you paying attention to the game if you're sitting there meeting with boosters and shit? Like this is a really tough. And then you have CJ Carr in his first real road game, which I would like to fade that, but I just feel like this is taboo all like everywhere you look. It's like no one knows what the fuck's going to happen here. What's it, 3.5 right now? Is that what the current line is?
Or what 3? Did I say? 4.
No, I get it. You missed the best of the number. That's certainly a case against it. The infighting between, I mean, if your OC is trying to steal your job, that could create some weird dynamics behind the scenes. I get that. I'm still in Arkansas here. I just can't take Notre Dame with this defense. Everyone I know that's a Notre Dame fan is enraged at the defensive coordinator. You know, your Tim Burries, your Brad Powers are big Notre Dame guys and just shitting on the defensive coordinator constantly. It makes me not able to bet them as a road favorite. So I'll take Arkansas +4. Kramer,
this will not be in the contest. Hopefully,
no, I'm not. I don't like it. I mean, the poisoning behind the scenes will make it not a lot.
You don't think Petrino's trying to show off? Make sure you
that. Well, no, I thought about that too. Yeah. Yes.
Oh no.
We got the video.
Well, something happened. Hold on. Yeah, we lost it.
Oh, all right. But so Colby, are you officially Notre Dame -4?
Yeah, this is the toughest one. I don't have a strong conviction to this one because you're right. What Kramer was saying, this could be a game where it's like, dude, you beat Notre Dame. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Let's ride with Road Rash Face. Give me Arkansas.
We got a live on air Benedict.
I just Road Rash Face, he does show up for big moments when he can scumbag somebody else, he's always done it. And this is a good opportunity for him to do this. So I mean, 4 points. if when it gets to 3 is when you get a little dicey. Before we're covering this.
It feels like a game at 4. Kramer, what are you doing here?
You have to take Arkansas. All right, we're back.
Oh, we got the video.
Kind of. Let's see.
In stadium animal control. That's all.
You might want to. You might want to make sure there's no music playing in the background there.
No, I'm not gonna. That's what I'm making sure we're not gonna hear. Okay.
But yeah, hilarious game. I can't believe it's the first time they've ever played. Surprisingly, because they were both nasty for a long time.
All right, here we go.
Arkansas. Wow, this is great.
Let's start that.
Yeah, rewind it to the beginning. Oh my God, that thing is squirming.
Can you imagine if you weren't paying attention? Look at the white. Actually, look at that guy. Play it back. Look at the guy in the white shirt. Yeah.
The guy in the white shirt's just falling over drunk. Totally unrelated to the.
Hold on. We got.
Oh my God.
Let me try to pause it. Look at him, he's going down.
So no, he was trying to get out of the way.
Yeah, you don't want to get rabies too. He's like, shit, get that thing away from me.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh man, I don't think. Look at that thing.
Look, you can tell. Can tell he's done that before. You can tell that's not his first raccoon.
By the scruff there, but that's a big ass raccoon.
That is awesome.
Anyway, all right, back at it.
Where the hell was the raccoon the entire game though? That was like in the 6th inning or something. So where was it before? Anyway, continue.
They like to. Maybe someone brought it in. Maybe it was bring your raccoon to the stadium night.
Yeah,
in Los Angeles,
Arkansas.
In Los Angeles, we have bring your dog to the stadium. I only assume they let you bring your pets, and it is Arkansas. All right, moving along. So we're all on I don't think you I think everyone betting Arkansas. I didn't really say much about this game, but I think all the money coming in on Arkansas is correct. And Notre Dame, I think the Notre Dame situation is very interesting.
Yeah, Notre Dame's pretty toxic too.
Freeman's a defensive guy, was he not? Colby?
Yeah, he was. He was Fickle's DC at Cincinnati when they had their great success.
So I understand everyone. It just seems like everyone is giving him a pass, and they're putting it all squarely on this defensive coordinator. But man, it's too bad too, because I thought he was super impressive last year. Very dynamic wife.
He was Marcus Freeman coming into this year. It was like an ATS god.
Yeah,
and he's really fallen off.
Yeah, I think and I think Colby also nailed the road spot. Clearly it affected him in Miami.
Yeah,
and Miami has nothing on this. Again, remember
Dan Marino and his really dynamic wife.
Another 9 a.m. kick here. Early body clock game for the Trojans as they head to Illinois, who's coming off just an ass beating. Plus 6.5 at home for Illinois. Plus 215 on the money line. 60 is the total. USC got backdoored like a motherfucker against Michigan State last week, but we bring up sometimes the concept of a dream crusher, which has obviously changed in college football with the ability to maybe lose 2-3 games in these major conferences. Yeah. But in the NFL, Sean, we would love to back a team that just got their ass beat because there's probably some value. What happened in that game?
Dude,
I bet on that team.
Signetti also was, and we'll get to this a little bit more in the Iowa game.
Bite the curb, bitch.
He was running it up, and he was talking shit afterwards.
Dude, he is Ric Flair of coaching.
They're like, what did you do? He's like, well, it's pretty obvious on film what we did.
He's so Italian.
They were pretty obvious the easy ways to attack this Illinois team. So yeah, it's weird. Do we trust? SC's offense has been good.
Their defense is the part that I think most people who don't watch the late college football games would maybe.
But their defense isn't great, but there's been some advanced stuff in the EPA per pass and some other stuff like that actually looks not bad for USC. So, and I think there was another advanced stat I read that the Trojans passing offense is measurably 3 times better than the Hoosiers. So I think they're going to be able to light up the Illinois passing defense. Now, maybe I get it. They got their ass kicked. This is a wake up call. They get up for it. I don't love USC as a road favorite of 6.5, but I'm taking it.
Hate that.
I'm taking them. Colby, can you make a case for Illinois here?
Well, I just buy into the time difference, man. That like going cross country, you see it in the NFL, you see it, just to me, I don't like taking you, especially because they're kicking the ball at 9 a.m. their time. I think this has to be a game where like the whole week Illinois is just getting shit on by their coaches.
Yeah.
Right. So I think they can stay within this number. I think the money line could be live too, but USC, you saw it. Purdue covered against them last year. They lost at Maryland, at Michigan. To me, this is a real thing. And moving forward, I think that's something we have to factor in. You see it with Boston College losing at Stanford when they were double-digit favorites and Stanford's terrible. These gigantic, stupid games where they're traveling really far to play each other is a huge advantage for one team, especially after a way they got beat down and they're starting this game super early. So give me the Illini and the points.
Yeah, I'll stick with USC. I see the case for Illinois as a home dog, but man, I can't touch it. Kramer, what do you doing?
Well, that's the instincts, right? This is going to be. I mean,
they could also be horrible. I mean, I kind of thought they were a little fraudulent coming into the season. I thought Duke was the time to attack them, but then Duke just pissed on their leg and turned the ball over a million times. And as Signetti pointed out, Duke was doing all the right stuff. They just kept turning the ball over. And
I am a little concerned. Yeah, I'm a little concerned. Like they're, I got to pay attention to their secondary. I know they were dinged up in the Indiana game, but I think they're getting one of the guys back. But I still just think take the points. Like Bielema has to light into these guys, right? I mean, this is the team with the most returning production in the nation. So it's like these guys are all veterans. Yeah, give me the Illini.
They haven't really played. So to your point on is like the perception of them was all based on a couple preseason interviews of Bielema and watching them beat the shit out of Duke because they hadn't played anyone else until that point. I think USC is pretty good.
Yeah,
I think USC is going to get donkey play of the week, Sean. The Sharps are on. I mean, I can tell you the Sharps are going to be on.
Oh, I'm sure. And they got the best price.
Fight on, or whatever they say down there at the private school.
They do say fight on.
Yep. LSU. I was trying to distance myself from the situation.
Well, you're a private school guy.
So far, trying to keep the kids in the public schools as well. Although that's not true at the high school level, but the college level when it really matters. I like playing craps, Sean. I don't want to lose my craps money. LSU heads to Oxford, Mississippi, to take on Eli Manning and Jackson Dart's alma mater in Ole Miss. Pick 'em here, -110 each way. 54.5 is the total. 12:30 kick here. Colby, do you miss the big SEC games being on CBS?
It doesn't make a difference to me. Who cares, right? I mean, it's on TV, right? Like,
who do you like in this one?
This is.
Hold on, pause.
Do you know the backstory here?
You chose this is a goatsy LSU logo. Look at this thing.
What do you know about Lane Kiffin's daughter, by the way?
Oh yes, Kramer. I sent you the.
That's one of those Vegas stripper.
The tweets about Lane Kiffin's daughter.
Yeah, I got it.
Who revealed that she is dating the LSU linebacker. Posted on Instagram the week of. I mean, her and Lane both know how to get the media all worked up, and then Lane responds to the image. Take the over. I don't know if he's referring to the game or their relationship. Whatever it is, it's just classic Lane Kiffin.
So yeah, this is a guy just kind of synopsis. She's posting on Instagram or whatever, and then I mean, first of all, do you think this is Lane Kiffin or do you think this is her and she runs Lane's social media?
No, Lane Kiffin runs his own social media.
He runs because there's numerous chicks who have said that he slides into their DMs. So I doubt his daughter is doing that.
Oh man, I love the mentions. All right,
so many great ones.
So we got the old racist Ole Miss logo with the goatsy LSU logo. Continue, Colby. You were saying.
Yeah, this is the Magnolia Bowl, man. This is a classic. Remember the last time they played it in Vaught Hemingway, you saw that they stormed the field and the security guard checked that woman that was running on the field.
Oh yeah,
remember that?
I don't, but it sounds amazing.
Yeah, you can find that clip. It's probably right next to the raccoon clip at Arkansas. But yeah, look, Ole Miss. I was very impressed last week with their defensive performance against Tulane. I did not think that they were capable of that. And I know LSU's been a little bit offensively challenged, but I just don't think this Ole Miss team is that good. But I was shocked the defense was able to show up a little bit there. Pete Golding is improving that defense week by week, but I'm going with Brian Kelly and his family. The offense will move the ball a little too much, I think, against Ole Miss. Go with the more experienced quarterback. Ole Miss has another thing. They have the quarterback battle potentially going on. The Trinidad Chambliss there. Yeah. He could play, man. So, yeah, I'm on LSU, and that's a distraction. You got your daughter out there, you know.
This one is tough because I'm inclined to take Ole Miss at home, but I still don't trust that defense. I still imagine them letting up 35 to Arkansas, and I get it. It's easy to discredit LSU in the same way of like, what did LSU do? They beat Clemson. All right, that win doesn't look that good, but and Nussmeier was dealing with like this torso injury, but it seems like it's getting better. And he lit up Southeast Louisiana, so I think they're coming in hot. I like Nussmeier. I some of his throws he made early in the season I thought were pretty awesome, and I just can't trust Ole Miss's defense. So I'm with you, Colby. We Tigers. Give me LSU.
I mean, to lose back to back. I know that they played last year, and by the way, LSU had no business winning that last year, but they did. To lose 2 years though straight in Vaught Hemingway, I'd be a little surprised.
Yeah.
Sean, do you know why it's called the Magnolia Bowl?
Some sort of flowers.
Both the state of Mississippi and Louisiana have a state flower of the magnolia.
Wow, that'll get the kids fired up. We're doing it for our state flower, baby.
Colby, when did did it always have the name the Magnolia Bowl?
I mean, I feel like as far as I know.
Okay. There's according to Wikipedia, or at least Wikipedia suggests that it started in 2008. Perhaps that's just when they constructed a Magnolia Bowl trophy.
That's probably what happened. I think it was known before that, but
okay.
Yeah.
Kramer, what are you doing? You're on Ole Miss?
Yeah, I am on. Excuse me, I am on Ole Miss. I think you can play the mental gymnastics with both of these teams. Like, yeah, trouble to. Although we are Bobby Petrino guys, so letting up a lot of points though. A Bobby Petrino offense isn't the worst thing. But I think the same thing with LSU. What is this team? I think a lot of mental or a lot of the Clemson outcome probably swayed a lot of people early in the season as to what this LSU team was, and hopefully, unlike the AP voters, hopefully Colby wasn't swayed in a way that it not recoverable from. But it does. What have they done? What have they done?
I'd say the most impressive thing is that, like, LSU's defense throughout the year. Now I know Clemson's offenses look like ass since, but still to go on the road and do that at that point in the year, and then I just believed, like, they went out in the portal, and this goes back to like SEC media days. I felt like Brian Kelly was super confident with his team, more than normal.
I don't doubt it, but I just think when you're talking about a defense that, you know, it's like, okay, you held Clemson, they look pretty bad. You held Florida, DJ Lagway, either just tremendously awful at football or injured. So it's like.
But what about like Kentucky? If they kind of if they handle the situations, they probably beat Ole Miss. Arkansas was driving where they could have won that game. They receiver fumbles as they were moving into,
that Arkansas game is what got me off them.
Yeah, like I said, we can agree to disagree. I'm going to take Ole Miss here. I think this is a signature Lane Kiffin win on his way to making some noise in the playoff this year. Really getting invested in Ole Miss. Quick Ole Miss aside, that tight end name I told you earlier in the office that I won't say on air, Ole Miss guy. So, and his girlfriend or wife is a huge TikTok star.
Kramer's got Jackson
Wesley Walls.
He's got Jackson Dart fever.
Caden Priestcorn. Yeah, you probably know who that is, Colby. He was the tight end last year. Yeah. Scored a touchdown for the Denver Broncos in the preseason. Sean, I'm sure you remember that. Ohio
couldn't forget it.
Yeah, exactly. Ohio State, Washington, just a classic Big Ten matchup here. Sailgating in the beautiful Pacific Northwest. 12:30 p.m. kickoff out here on the left coast. Ohio State laying 8 on the road, -310 on the money line. Washington +260. 51.5 is the total. Just like USC, I think there's a couple ex-Pac-12 teams this year that are better than people think. And I'm taking some of this from the fact that I watched decent amount of that game against Washington State, and I think at times where you can at least see what happens when this team turns all the way up. Ohio State very good, but this just feels like the opposite of what you said with the time zones, Colby. They're coming into enemy territory up there in the Pacific Northwest.
When they lost the only trip they went west last year, they lost.
And maybe they win a close game.
Yeah.
Maybe they win a close game, but 8 points feels very disrespectful.
Well, and this Washington offense could backdoor the hell out of this Ohio State
you
team.
see it. They can score very quickly.
Yeah, and I mean, Colby, you're locked in on the rankings, but kind of surprised, I guess, a little bit that Washington's not ranked. I get it; they haven't played anyone, but they've looked. Yeah,
well, it's the disrespect. Like I was just saying,
they had no respect coming in. I thought they looked really good. Like, how can you?
I would say the Colorado State game was like if you watch that, Colorado State was in that game before Jay Norvell pulled a Jim Zorn. Remember Jim Zorn, the Giants Redskins game on like one of the worst fake field goals ever, and then he did it again. Do you remember that when Jim Zorn did it twice?
I do remember.
So they got called for like an illegal formation after giving up. So the Giants now know that they're running a fake field goal, and then he doubles down on the fake field goal. One of the craziest things I've ever seen.
You sunk my battleship.
And then the Giants took it for a touchdown. Fucking hilarious. I actually think that's the funniest series in the history of the NFL. Like that play series.
Colts fake punt that they ran back in the day was pretty. I think against the Patriots.
Oh yeah, with the one guy.
It was like clearly one of those where they just had the punter under center with like one lineman, like two linemen in front of him, and clearly it was just something to like try and draw him off sides or something. But then the guy snapped it to him, and he just got destroyed. It was like a designed punter run. It was. Someone was saying, I forget. They were trying to say worst play call in NFL history, and it immediately made me think of that one.
Probably can't show it, but maybe I can show the still.
Yeah. I mean, I'm taking the Huskies +8. They can backdoor the hell out of this thing.
Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna buy into that trend. I think Ohio State's gonna win the game, but I think that's a big number to go all the way out there. I'm concerned a little bit about Washington's defense. Like certain things, like Washington State for 3 quarters was having success with. I think true. Ohio State might be able to really exploit, but
yeah, look at
this.
that.
This is not going to go.
And they snap the play. Look, there's like 4 Patriots, and then just the center and I think it's either the punter or the wing.
It's not even in the gun, so it's like you have buying yourself no time.
And there's 3 guys there. There's 3 guys there,
and it's 4th and 3. They're only down 6 in the 3rd quarter.
But I'll tell you this: this doesn't go for a touchdown, though, does it? It doesn't, right? They just sack them, right?
No,
they
immediately
yeah. Well, the Zorn one's hilarious because the holder, who's essentially the quarterback, he even though they know he's doing the fake field goal,
this is what it looks like.
One frame later, it's totally over.
But the Zorn one that goes to the house. The Giants actually take it to the distance for a touchdown, which hilarious. Is even because it. That's one of the dumbest things I've ever seen. But
you sounded worried, Colby, that this is not going to be.
I'm still taking the points because of the time difference. Like I still think like Washington, Jonah Coleman's one of the best running backs in the nation. Damon Williams is pretty damn good. But man, I worry about Washington's defense against Ohio State's offense. That's the one thing that gives me a little bit of hesitation. But I believe in that shit going east to west. So give me the points.
Shit does go east to west sometimes. Rice.
We're all on Washington +8.
We are all on Washington +8. Sailgating up in beautiful Seattle. Rice, Navy, heading to Annapolis, Maryland, where strangely isn't that where Bill Belichick insisted on the interview take place with his lovely Jordan. Really enjoyed all the AI videos of him and Jordan getting busy on the sideline. Navy laying 14.5 points here against Rice, minus 650 on the money line. Rice plus 490, 43.5 is the total. I mean, a little unclear why we're talking about this game.
Oh, it's two teams playing the triple option, Ryan. Come on, follow the league.
Most interesting team in college football, the Rice Owls, who did hit for us again, by the way. Did Kramer take Charlotte? Who did he take?
What do you mean?
Last week, did he zig? No. Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is a ridiculous number, guys. Load up on Rice. What is it? 14? What did you say the numbers?
My simpleton handicap was Navy runs a triple option. So does Rice. Rice will know how to play the triple option. 14.5 is a ton to lay between two teams playing the triple option, right? Like, does it get more complex than that?
How about how Rice beat them last year, 24-10, and Rice returned their defensive, one of their co-DCs. The other one went to Temple, but so this guy has gone up against them. Yeah, I feel good about this. Like, I think, look, Navy might be able to find the win, but I do think the money line is a decent play here, because I just feel like this is going to be a neck and neck game all the way until the final minutes of the game. You're at home in Annapolis, so maybe Navy, that crowd momentum will be all the difference. But I think this is a lock on the points for me, man. Like, all day.
Kramer, what do you know?
Well, the other side of the coin of what you described is that when one team plays the exact same thing as the other team, and one team,
no, but it's a little different though, man. Because Rice does it out of the gun.
No, I understand, but I would anticipate that Navy is as well equipped to defeat this than any program, because
but this big of a number, when Army Navy play every year, it's like a 3-point game.
I think this number is telling you everything you need to know about this game. It's a trap number. You guys are falling for the trap. Lay it 14. Lay the 14.5. Come on, Sean. You know better.
No, I'm on Rice. I like this Rice team.
I'm just saying, you know better.
The Rice quarterback's pretty fun.
I'm just saying, you know better. You know what to do with a 14.5 point number. Indiana heads to Iowa City, Iowa, to take on Iowa, who's catching 8 points at home. Is this correct, Colby? 12:30 kickoff here. Kind of wish this was a night game. Iowa plus 245 on the money line. Indiana minus 290. 48.5 is the total. A lot of respect for Indiana here.
Too much, bro.
Kirk Ferentz, 12-7 and 2 ATS is a home dog. And Kramer, you mentioned it. How big of I can't remember a time he was this big of a home dog. I know Mendoza is the Heisman favorite right now, which is a little insane in my mind. And even Signetti realizes it. He said, quote, a more difficult challenge than the last one for sure. He was just still talking so much shit on Illinois. It's great. Anytime you're giving Kirk Ferentz 8 points at home, for me, it's a play on, and this team continues to find ways to win games in the special teams, whatever. And you know, Signetti has done a great job. Indiana off to a great start, destroying Illinois. I get it, but you can't lay 8 on the road against Iowa. What am I missing, Colby?
Dude, I'm puzzled. I mean, like, I understand Indiana looked great, but it's like Iowa's won losses by a field goal.
Yeah,
like Iowa, and I think
their rival on the road.
And I think Bronowski is getting better with it was on the road.
They're finally letting him cook.
Well, you got to understand that dude was in the same offense for like 6 years, and now he jumps over to Iowa, where you're learning a brand new offense. So with each given week, I think he's going to get better and better. But really, this is like, dude, they're incredible at home. What's their? I had a nugget here. Were they 5-2 against top 5 teams since 2008? I know this isn't a top 5 team, but I'm saying I'll take them anytime in this building playing anybody.
Wish it was a night game. Wish it was a night game, and I'm done dealing with Indiana fans in my mentions. Give me the Hoosiers.
Oh wow, great! Now I feel better about it.
I'm not dealing.
Kramer's running scared from Signetti.
He's a great Italian man. I'm done fading him. and I'm mostly done dealing with these fucking people from Indiana.
It's a problem with your DMs.
Well, first there was the fucking Pacers, and they used up all the Jim Irsay tragic magic. But it seems
now you got the Colts coming for you. Daniel Jones is a MVP season.
This is the worst part. These fucking Indiana fans in their flyover state, safe from me because I'm not landing there, and they just DM me about how the amount of Daniel Jones DMs that I've ignored this offseason. It's really, I mean,
Mr.
good luck.
Jones.
Good luck. The Saints last year had 103 points too. I don't need to see your fucking stats. So you idiots are going to stay on Iowa here.
Oh yes.
Another trap line, by the way.
How is it a trap?
It's obvious.
Give me that trap. Give me that
catching
trap.
all these points at home. Come on.
What do you mean? Come on.
Rat walking over the sticky tape.
How many times? Yeah, there's a nice piece of cheese there. I'm gonna get it.
You make great points. This is a different year though. This Indiana team's on a mission. Auburn, they head down to College Station to take in a parade as the Aggies are laying 6.5 points, -225 on the money line. Auburn +195, 53 is the total. Another 12:30 kick. Yeah, I mean Texas A&M. I feel like we still like him, right, Colby?
I do. A little concerned that Colin Klein's name coming up for Oklahoma State as one of their, the OC is Colin Klein, the former Kansas State quarterback.
Kansas State misses him.
Now this is interesting because I was pretty locked into that Auburn Oklahoma game, and Auburn definitely looked better than I thought. Now, some of it, Oklahoma kind of fucked up some stuff there, and certainly their talent got the best of them late, especially against the offensive line. But I liked what I saw out of Auburn. The problem is this is just such a tough situation spot for Auburn.
Insane back to back,
right? You go down to Stillwater, you empty the tank, you're hanging around to the very end.
Norman.
Oh,
yeah.
sorry. Yes.
Oh my. Oh no. no.
You go down to Norman. Ah, come on.
Oh my god.
All what? There's 2 towns in Oklahoma. I confused them.
Yep. Only 2.
You go down there,
and they're all Cowboy fans too.
Yeah, come on. I'm not gonna. They are Cowboys fans.
You
Oklahoma State and otherwise.
You don't study that geography of Cowboy fans.
You go down to Norman, and you're Auburn. You empty the tank. They played their ass off effort wise. And now you got to go home and then come back to College Station against a Texas A&M team coming off a bye. Now, if this was like right after, and Texas A&M lost to them last year in like quadruple overtime, right? Isn't this is a smash spot for Texas A&M? Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to take A&M as well. Marcel Reed, I think I was high on him in the preseason just because I think he's kind of the perfect quarterback for Colin Klein. Kind of reminds me of Colin Klein to a certain extent. And that offense looked good against Notre Dame. What if it's more about Notre Dame, Texas A&M, their offense than it is Notre Dame's defense? I know Notre Dame gave up some yardage to Purdue, but whatever. Yeah. Right. Like, I think it could be that too. I think this offense might move.
Well, and that would be that would be fun because that makes Texas A&M like an automatic contender, national championship contender. This is so. But I guess the counter argument is that they've had some testing, but I mean this is an insane back-to-back spot.
Yeah, the situation is just so bad.
Back-to-back spot.
All right, so what are you doing, Kramer?
Oh, I'm an Aggies fan. As you know, Sean won the virtual Kentucky Derby with a horse named
virtual. Congratulations!
It was real dollars involved. He's ready to gig, so it's a sign. We also like the coach here, so
gig him, baby. All right, of course, as always, we're brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Let's give out a little Underdog Pick'em, Colby. Let's get hot. What do we like in the Pick'em? Of course, use promo code SGPN. You can play $5 and get $50 in bonus funds only when you use our promo code SGPN. Colby, what are we doing?
What I'm doing is trying to sign. I'm in a different state right now, so hang on.
Oh my goodness!
Hang on.
About Colby's, the vacation.
Colby's always thrown off.
Just taking vacation right in the middle of the season. We have games for the entire slate, basically.
Hang on, I'm loading this thing up. We're sitting here.
Oh my goodness!
He's got his abacus. Does Colby have a flip phone? Is that what the issue is, Kramer?
Could be.
Yeah, these new phones are trash.
They were real phones back in the day where you.
It's true. You could get out of your car and it could hit the asphalt without breaking.
That is true.
How about let's go to this Notre Dame game, right?
Okay.
Arkansas's defense is not good.
No.
Have you seen Notre Dame's running backs? No. They're both very good. But Jeremiah Love is a beast. Let's go higher, 103.5.
Holy shit.
Wow.
Rushing yards.
Really? I love college projections.
Okay. I'm in.
And then let's go over to wait a second. Yeah, no, I feel pretty good about that. Let's go to the Georgia Tech Wake game.
Okay.
He's talking to himself, Sean.
Yeah.
Well, I like both these. Which one should I play here? Let's go
King
Jamal.
Touchdown.
Yeah, I was going to say Haynes King higher half touchdown.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
That's it.
This guy's got nose for the end zone. All right. So Jeremiah Love, higher 103.5 rush yards. Haynes King to get in the end zone. $100 entry returns you $249 over an Underdog Fantasy promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. The Rhythm is gonna betcha with picks, props, sides, total, and of course you can build your own model, and you can use our promo code SGPN. You get 25% off, and they're running a contest where you just track your picks, and if you win on the leaderboard, you get $1,000 cold hard cash. You don't even have to be paying a member to the Rhythm app to get that. So download the app today. Use the promo code SGPN25. Get in for a chance to win cold hard cash. $1,000 up for grabs. Download the Rhythm app. Promo code SGPN25. Kramer.
Hell, we almost need to update the graphic here for him flexing on a poor undersized
Sam
player
Houston.
From Sam.
He didn't even run him over too. Like it was what a ridiculous.
The there was like debate about the Manziel thing. Manziel lowered his head and chucked the dude. At least that was like a little bit of an alpha move. But
Arch, stick to the game plan. That was not in the prescribed behavior manual for the Mannings. Tennessee, Mississippi State. Mississippi State, maybe the surprise of college football.
They already cashed their over.
I mean, and the atmosphere is electric. They're just it was kind of a fun team, Mississippi, and now they're catching 7.5 points at home against this volunteer team. Minus 285 on the money line for Tennessee. Mississippi State a very live plus 240. 62.5 is the total. I mean, this feels a little bit like which game? The Washington game, where it's we've been gambling for a long time. This is obvious, and I got to ask you, what is the picture on the Tennessee side? What is he volunteering for, Colby? YouTube.com/sportsgamblingpodcast.
Pajama party. Hey, we're coming to a sleepover. This looks like something White Tiger would wear to bed.
Look at that chin.
I gotta get him that, man. GBO Farms, if you're listening to this, hook me up, brother. Look, guys. So Josh Heupel's been the head coach of Tennessee for a few years now. Prior to that, he was at Central Florida. Well, UCF. Remember, I don't want Frost to shit on. Remember, he shit on Belichick for calling him Central Florida. But his offensive coordinator was Jeff Lebby, who is Mississippi State's head coach. He runs that abrupt slide bullshit. But yeah. So Jeff Lebby, after getting beat in Knoxville without a starting quarterback a year ago, 33-14, I think it was. He's ready for this one, and
because I understand how the bastard thinks. I taught him.
Hail State all day here, man. Tennessee, look, the Georgia spot, Aguilar looked great. Okay, Aguilar hasn't really hit the road at Tennessee. I mean, he had the neutral site game against Syracuse, which that win does look a lot better. But I'm taking the points here with Hail State. Let's go.
This is a tough road spot. A weird kickoff.
And it's the first road game for Tennessee. Anytime you get a feisty home dog like Mississippi State against a team making their first road spot, I'm all over the dog here. Ring the cowbell, Kramer.
Plus, they're sore after playing a very physical Georgia team.
So you're on Mississippi State, Kramer?
All day. Again, this is like the Washington thing where it's just like, all right, I guess we're just going to be taking some points. This is 100% going in a money line parlay as well. Arizona heads to Ames, Iowa for a very strange road trip here to take on Iowa State. -6.5, -240 on the money line, +205 for Arizona. 49 is the total. 4 p.m. kick here on the West Coast. So officially is night. Probably, at least most of this game will be with some darkness.
I like the
what the fuck is going on?
You've cornered the market on the daylight handicapping, Ryan.
Yeah, just want everyone to know there was a lot of
light or dark.
There was a lot.
That's why they tune in.
There was a lot of commentary about the time of day stuff. So
you're
trying to be as
you're
clear
serving
as
those handicappers, the time of day handicappers. This one's tough because they're both coming off a bye. I don't know. Do they? Yeah, I don't know what to make of this game. Like I like Fafita. I liked what I've seen out of Arizona. But this is a tough play. Ames is not easy to go in and get a win there. And then you have the Iowa State thing about now. Luckily, they didn't lose in Ireland because the stats about teams that lose in Ireland are crazy. Probably why K-State has just been cursed this season.
That sentence.
But it still takes a little bit to reset. But now maybe after the bye, they are fully reset. It feels like an Iowa State win, but it's closer than 6.5. But I don't love fading Iowa State at home. Colby, what are you doing? I'm kind of lost on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to take the points here. Matt Campbell wins 90% of his, I feel like conference games, or 90% of his coach games at Iowa State by a 1 score, and you're getting 6.5 here. So Arizona, I think, is better than people think. They've already proven that a little bit, but getting Doge coming in as the OC. Dogecoin there coming in from Marshall. I think that was a good thing for them. And then Danny Gonzalez can coach defense. So Brent Brennan, once again, I think he's an underrated coach. I don't know why he was ever on the hot seat considering what he walked into last year. And to stay within that number, I do think Iowa State probably wins this game, but 6.5, getting a good number. So let's go. Give me them Wildcats.
All right, I'll take Arizona. I don't love this though. Kramer, what are you doing?
I'll just put them in the pile with Washington and USC. The Pac-12 would be lit right now. Why did they break it up?
So dumb. So dumb.
I mean, maybe the strong. If it was still together, would it be the strong? Look at all that money they got up there in Corvallis now and Pullman. All right,
Kramer, what are you doing?
Oh, are you not paying attention?
You did not Arizona. Say your pick.
I just said throw them in the bucket with Washington and USC.
Why can't he just say? I'm taking Arizona +6.5.
I probably did say that at some point, just where you weren't paying attention.
I'm waiting.
I wrapped it up
sitting
nicely
here in your conditionally formatted spreadsheet, waiting to hear you say, "Give me Iowa State -6.5," and then I write it down, or Arizona +6.5.
There's actually no conditional formatting in this tab. You'd have to go over to the records tab to get some conditional format.
Is this not the same spreadsheet then?
It's a different sheet within the same workbook. Probably,
okay.
If you want to use Excel terminology. App State heading to Boise, Idaho, where they still play on blue turf. -16.5 on the spread, -750 on the money line. Why are we talking about this? This could have been
because there's a tragic magic element. I'm guessing, right, Colby?
+550. Well, 61 is the total.
That, and I mean, this is they're kind of mirror images. Boise has smashed the college football playoffs, won the Fiesta Bowl, but App State has kind of been like the poor man's Boise, with winning at Michigan, winning at A&M, winning at South Carolina, and so on at North Carolina. Yeah, I mean, now that we know Sean Clark, may he rest in peace, the App State head coach just a few months ago, or he was UCF's O-line coach, and kind of he got fired, but the guy was a winning coach at Appalachian State. That's how high their standards are. So that now they go to the Smurf turf, which historically is probably the best home record in college football since the turn of the century. But I'm on App now with this tragic magic. Let's go. Boise coming off the triple option game too against Air Force. They haven't played in the FBS. You have to go back to their time in the FCS. The last time they played, App State Dahl Loggins comes in as the head coach. I think he's got them a little bit ahead of schedule. I know they lost at Southern Miss, but I think they can stay within this number. Boise wins, but App can stay within this number. Let's go.
Yeah, and App's defense is serviceable. I mean, certainly, you could argue who they played, whatever, but EPA per rush, 5th in the nation defensively, App State. So that to me is enough to kind of keep this game, even if Boise State's up and trying to run the clock out on them. I think they have enough fight. Now, certainly their offense hasn't been amazing, but yeah, I'll take. I think the defense keeps it a game. I'll take App in the points. Kramer.
So since they installed the blue turf in 1986, and this is a stat insane. From before the beginning of this season, but their home record since installing the blue turf is 211-46. So
wait, what?
211 46.
I was thinking in my mind 2 wins, 46. So
that was 40 years ago, roughly.
Yeah.
So they've averaged losing, and Colby would probably point out they probably only have 6 or 7 losses since the year 2000. They've maybe had
something insane like that.
Yeah, they probably had a bad stretch there in the 80s or 90s, but yeah, it's also just cheating. And the NCAA acknowledges that it's cheating because they don't let anyone else.
Wait. So where are you at then? So is Coastal Carolina cheating as well? Is Eastern Michigan cheating as well? Because they're different colors. Are you strictly the fact that they're blue?
No, I think they're all. The NCAA has said that it's not allowed anymore. No other stadiums can do that, which tells you one thing: they find it to be an unfair advantage, or just look annoying on television. For starters, the Eastern Michigan one is ridiculous because it makes you feel like you're watching black and white.
I love
TV,
that one,
and it fucks up your eyes. The Coastal Carolina one is just fucking gross. I happen to like the blue turf of Boise, but you can't tell me it's not. They wear their blue jerseys on blue, rich blue turf.
This reminds me when we had Coach Glanville on the show, and he talked about him and Joe Gibbs got bad blood. Even though historically, Joe Bugle was Joe Gibbs's offensive line coach for all those Super Bowls in the 80s. And he was best friends with Jerry Glanville. They were roommates at Western Kentucky. Right. And what did Glanville say? He said, man, me and Gibbs were good friends until they played that NFC championship in 91. And he said he kept the water on overnight. Kept the water on overnight on the turf at RFK.
Great story.
Right. Well, I just think sometimes you get sore losers, and I think Boise has whooped enough people's ass that they're like, it's we can't beat them. It's the blue turf. It's the blue turf.
Yeah, I mean,
how big of an edge? Well, Coastal. I mean, what? Eastern Michigan hasn't won the MAC since the fucking 50s. I don't like. If this was such an edge, wouldn't all the teams be doing it?
But they can't anymore.
But wouldn't have they done it then?
Wouldn't the other teams that got grandfathered in? Wouldn't they be going on nice runs like Boise State?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it means they also have a good program, but I don't have.
But also, isn't it convenient that you win enough that everyone's bitching? Look at the tush push.
Exactly.
You're also using they
do that on regular grass.
The other two colors are much duller. You like the bright blue with the bright blue jerseys. I'm sure it definitely creates problems. Now that being said, I am for allowing stadiums to have elements of uniqueness. So I actually wouldn't mind if
you're not. You already stated that when you shit on Scott Stadium. You already stated that you're content. You want heated seats like you're driving around in a goddamn Mercedes, right?
I think the comments are going to back me on this one because you're choosing a very bland, lame stadium to.
No, you're thinking of the fan base and you're confusing it with the stadium. The stadium's awesome. Fan base sucks.
No.
What do you think? The Rose Bowl sucks too? Are you gonna say that next?
No, I think the Rose Bowl's great.
It's only the security that are assholes.
Well, I mean,
Kramer, what are you doing? What are you doing in this game?
Well, we had all that conversation, and just to talk about how this is Boise State wins at home.
Yes.
App State. This is a very weird road trip.
Yes.
And I'm a little heavy on the dogs here, so let's lay the points. Shout out to Albertson Stadium. You don't like the name?
It's Bronco Stadium, dude.
Okay. I'm acknowledging reality in 2025. Oregon or Oregon, depends on if you're from there or not, heads to State College for another classic Big Ten rivalry to take on the Nittany Lions. Annoyingly, everyone has told us this will be a whiteout. Penn State laying 3.5, -162 on the money line. Oregon plus 142, 52 is the total. Another 4:30 kick here on the West Coast, so 7:30 local time. I will say the one thing that has been most surprising about or another Pac-12 team that people are maybe sleeping on a little bit. The impressive thing is, I just remember their quarterback sucking on Chip Kelly's UCLA team, but now he's good at football. That's where I'm at. They're very good at football. They're catching 3.5, and Penn State. I think I'm back to where I can't. Drew Aller, big game. No, thank you.
No, but that's the thing. If you think this game's not going to be about Drew Aller, it's going to be about Penn State pounding the rock, running for like 250, 300 yards on the ground against this soft ass Ducks team. The environment's going to be insane. Quote, I'm expecting this to be an environment like no one has ever seen. James Franklin, you get the Big Ten West Coast team on the East Coast for a night game. This is a smash spot for Penn State. They roll big time. Oregon gets cooked. Colby, what are you doing?
Franklin.
Oregon has looked good, but they are 0-9, or they have played teams that are 0-9 against FBS opponents. So they have played Oregon State, who's winless, Oklahoma State, whose one win is UT Martin, and Northwestern, whose one win is Western Illinois. So they've kind of played a bunch of dog shit. And let's not forget, this is a consig special. Dave Sharapan is a Penn State guy. We are locking up the Penn State Nittany Lions. Let's go.
And he was also a big Steelers fan who got the win and the cover in ugly fashion against the New England Patriots.
Colby used his show voice there to make that picture.
Yeah,
he got into character.
The little carnival barker from TCE made it over to our show. Kramer, what are you doing here? You hate Drew Aller. You hate Penn
Oregon.
State.
Can't back Aller in this position.
Wow.
When he makes a game changing play or two, I appreciate the environment. I'm in on this. I'm in on the Pac-12 right now. That's the theme of this episode.
I mean, Drew Aller played pretty well last year.
That was a great screen pass.
This is a college football playoff.
I'm not seeing it from him,
and it's a revenge game for Penn State as well.
Just not seeing it from him. Him and James Franklin, two things I'm not looking at.
They barely lost to Notre Dame.
Look at that Notre Dame team now. Trash.
Yeah, but I'm just, and it's less about Drew Aller. Like that's not how they're going to win this.
Quarterbacks matter in big games. I'm taking Oregon.
Yeah, in real professional sports, not in college.
Oh wow.
Sorry, Colby. I forgot Colby was on the line.
Alabama, Georgia.
Two of the best games, 1 hour and 50 minutes in.
Yeah, well, we're doing it in time order. I mean, people love the show. They listen all the way through.
Yeah.
Alabama, Georgia, because they want to hear us talk about Alabama and Georgia in Athens, Georgia. I've heard a crazy amount of people running to the window to back Alabama here. Alabama's catching 3 plus 135 on the money line. 53 is the total. Maybe I'm crazy, but I still need to be shown the door for Georgia. I understand they didn't cover against Tennessee. Still got the win.
Yeah.
I feel fine about my Georgia to win the conference future. In what world am I taking this Alabama team here? Yeah, I'm laying 3 with Georgia. Colby?
No, I will take Alabama.
What?
Georgia's
like
got
all
enough.
These other donkeys.
Georgia got enough question marks right now. To me, they barely got by. Like I thought Tennessee was the better team that game. And then to me, this is a revenge spot. Remember this game last year? This game was fucking insane. Well, actually, no, wait. Georgia lost that game, didn't they? They came all the way back. Then the Ryan Williams pass happened, right?
Falling apart already.
But no, I just think, dude, you're getting 3.5. This is a field goal game.
It's a 3 game.
3.
And to me, I just maybe I'm a simpleton. Maybe I'm just a simple man. But when I see that Georgia hasn't lost a home game in regulation since 2016, you're going to need a special team to knock them off. And I don't know if this DeBauer-led Alabama Crimson Tide team is special. I get the concern.
They've had their embarrassing loss though.
Yeah, but I don't think they're going to get embarrassed. I just don't think they're going to. I just don't think they're good enough to do serious damage against this Georgia defense.
No, but to lose in Tuscaloosa is embarrassing. So they lost to Florida State. Right now, it's Georgia's time to feel embarrassed for a little bit before these playoffs happen. Right?
Well, they lost. But they didn't lose in Tuscaloosa. They lost on the road.
I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, I just feel like this is they've had more of the gut check adversity Alabama has, and I think it pays off here.
I don't know. I think going in to Tennessee and the Georgia's what they did to pull out that win against Tennessee, and they're coming off the bye. They had 2 weeks to prepare for this Alabama team. Now, granted, Alabama just put it on Wisconsin. I'm not fading
Wisconsin
Georgia.
Sucks though.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying Alabama played a game last week. Georgia was preparing for them. I'm not fading Georgia at home, only laying 3 against any team. To me, it's not quite the same as when Ohio State was a home dog against Arch Manning. It's not quite that, but it's not far off. Kirby Smart at home. They're great on the money line. They're great overall. I think if we're talking like 6 points, sure, I'd be on Alabama, but 3, you're kidding.
Getting a little cute, Colby. Getting a little cute here. All right. Next up, I'm shocked taking Alabama here. Are you sure you don't want to? I know you
might remember I had Alabama winning the national championship.
Yeah,
so
Colby's
why are you that shocked?
In his preseason takes.
Yeah, you gotta drop your priors. Colby. 7:15 on the West Coast. We got BYU heading to Boulder to take on Colorado. BYU laying 6.5, -240 on the money line. Colorado plus 205, 47.5 is the total. It's not going well for Coach Prime. Care to comment, Colby?
They're 2-2.
Such a hater.
They're right on par. Yeah,
I'm not seeing much from them.
Did you not watch the Wyoming game?
I watched all the games.
Was it a school night for you? What happened? What's the story here?
I'm not seeing much.
They beat Wyoming. Beat Wyoming by 17.
They covered.
Yeah.
62nd in the country EPA per play. It's not going to cut it.
Yeah, they have been fucking around with the quarterback spot.
Did you see what Colorado looked like before Prime came in?
It's going back that direction, seems, now that Shador's
What are you
gone.
talking about?
Well, we know ECU just gift wrapped a win for BYU. Like BYU, don't get me wrong.
Back road spot for BYU.
You're going from G Vegas to Boulder. Everyone be smoking that weed. Caden Salter. Caden Salter is the guy they should be starting. I disagree with the decision to go to basically replace him while going on the road to Houston. And I think BYU with Bear Bachmeier and Tiger Bachmeier and everyone else, I still think like he was serviceable against ECU in his first ever road start. This is his second. I'm fading it. Give me the buffs to get it done.
Colby having his 2 favorite teams get beat by BYU back to back would be a real heartbreaker.
Very tough.
But also, I would, as someone that was locked in on that ECU game, man,
it was 6-3 at half. It should have been 6-3 at halftime.
It was really just ECU just fucking up left and right, and now this is a back-to-back road spot for BYU. I think 6.5 is a little high. I think Colorado hangs around at the very least, so I'm taking the Buffs as the home dog plus 6.5. Kramer, you always pick against Colorado. I'm just gonna start typing BYU -6.5. Let me know if I'm wrong.
Their defensive numbers don't look good. Their offensive numbers don't look good. Give me BYU.
Easy enough. The Lock Dog and Tease. Brought to you by mybookie.ag. Promo code SGPN. Head over there, get 100% bet back bonus up to $500. Promo code SGPN. Kramer, a lock, a dog, a lock, a bonus lock, and a tease. And we'll probably crowbar in a parlay.
All right, so let's start with lock number 1.
Yes.
Do we? Yeah, we'll go Friday night. We'll take Arizona State at home.
Ooh, I like that.
Lock number 2. I think we're gonna take the points with Washington. This will be the 50-point blowout of the weekend now.
Oh, you're already in your own
lock
head,
number 3. Give me Texas A&M.
It's a good lock. You got a dog and a tease, Yoas.
Let's see. For the dog, I think we're gonna go Mississippi State, Hail State. For the tease, a lot of great teaser numbers here. We'll take Indiana down to 2. That was for all the Indiana fans that about to light
scared
up my,
about your mentions.
Light up my
oh,
mentions.
good. You finally learned, Kramer.
Give me Texas A&M at. Oh wait, no, I'm not going to double up. Sorry, my mistake.
It's a Colby
Give
move.
me Pitt up to 10.5.
Okay.
That's a really strong tease. And give me Arkansas up to 10.
Woo pig suey.
Feel really good about that.
Okay.
And I will propose a Mississippi State, Washington parlay. 2 sides of the coin, economically and socially.
Let me think on that. Let me get my.
Really?
Well, the Washington money line scares me a little bit. Ohio State does win a lot of games. First lock. Give me Pitt plus 4.5. Narduzzi off the bye is just such a GBO Farms asking for the Davenport game.
Lincoln, California are Oaklanders who lost 90-0 last week, Sean. 90-0. They're taking on Davenport this Thursday night. If you want to watch some real football, guys, get in. The Oaklanders. They're still road warriors. They're still winless, but they're trying.
Do you know who the head coach is of Davenport?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Oh, you don't know Charles Sparky McEwen? The fuck's wrong with you, Colby?
For my other lock, give me Iowa plus 8. Can't give Kirk Ferentz 8 points at home. Don't know what that guy's gonna do. And we are covering. Give me Penn State laying 3.5 against those soft ass Ducks. That is a lock if I ever heard one. And the money line dog is staring right at you. Army is just going to put a whooping on that East Carolina. Those playing their pussy ball, as Colby likes to say. His words, not mine.
Dancing with the devil.
I think I said bitch ball, but pussy ball works too. Yeah.
Did you know where Sparky McEwen was coaching before he was coaching at Davenport?
No.
Ferris State, and where he was a wide receivers coach. But before that, he was an Arena Football League head coach of the Oklahoma City Yard Dogs and the Grand Rapids Rampage.
The Rampage. There we go.
He was a long-time coach in the AFL. The good AFL back in the 2000s.
For my tease, give me Texas A&M down to -0.5 there. Give me Rice up to 20.5.
No,
probably stealing Colby's tease.
Yep.
And then
what are you doing?
This is why I like having Colby in my life. I would never be teasing Rice plus 20.5.
You wouldn't.
If I hadn't had Colby Dant.
You wouldn't be doing anything with that game.
I would not be aware of the game. And LSU getting 6 against Ole Miss. That's gonna be a good game. I like LSU. Like it better catching 6 points. Colby, lock, dog, lock, bonus lock, and tease.
Let's lock up Penn State -3.5. The Sharapan Consig special. Let's lock up the Rice Owls plus the points against Navy, and also let's lock up the Army Black Knights against the bitch ball team, ECU. The dog, the Iowa Hawkeyes. Come on, who are you kidding here?
Yes.
Some basic.
You don't just walk into Kinnick, start talking. You notice he hasn't been talking as much shit because he knows.
No,
he knows, right? He knows.
This is in Illinois. This is a real football team.
Yeah. The tease. Let's get to the likes of Iowa plus 14. Let's just stay with that. Let's also take Rice.
He knows that you bury people in cornfields. That's why he's just making sure he gets out there first. He doesn't see any familiar faces.
How's the Italian of the week going to feel when he goes to a city that honors taco pizza?
Very offended. Good point. I would not be betting on that.
It's going to be like that scene in Ace Ventura when he walks in that room of all those the dead animals up on the wall, and he's just going crazy.
Well, when all your food has to travel so far and spoil before it can reach your land, you have to come up with unique and interesting combinations of food that doesn't spoil.
You know when he, because there's no you don't just fly into Iowa City, right? So you know when he's taking that bus in, they're gonna go by a come and go, and he's gonna see that poster of the taco pizza, and I'm telling you, his whole game plan is going to be fucked because he's thinking there's a rhythm to it, but the taco pizza is going to be invading his fucking brain space. But the final leg of the tease will be Mississippi State plus 13.5.
I mean, this is a fucking abomination. Hold on.
What are you looking up? Taco pizzas?
I mean, no, I have it. I have a picture right here. This isn't about. This is ridiculous.
Rich in the chat suggesting a Pitt Mississippi State Army money line parlay. I kind of like that one. I also like Iowa on the money line, but Kramer's incorrectly on Indiana there.
Sean, what about an Army Rice? Fuck Navy. Yeah, what is that? Fritos? They got Fritos on that shit. What is?
They got corn chips on it. I understand. Okay. I get the premise, but lettuce.
Lettuce does not.
What are we doing here?
Colby, I heard you. I'm with you. Army Rice on the money line parlay. Kramer, do you want to give out a parlay?
If you were listening earlier,
I've been listening the entire time.
I suggested very clearly. I suggested a banger of a parlay.
Okay. It's Washington on the money line
and Mississippi State on the money line.
Okay. All right. What are we doing for the contest? Of course, we start the rotation. Kramer, feel like your overall picks are good. We need you lock in for the contest.
A&M,
like it. Texas A&M minus 6.5. For me, Ferentz off the bye. Let's go. Pitt plus 4.5.
Oh no,
Colby, what are you doing?
Narduzzi. Jesus,
we're Colby. 2 hours in.
My God.
They're the same guy in my brain.
Oh my God.
Play the same brand of football.
One guy is a fine Italian man, and the other is some schmuck who
Colby,
lives in Iowa.
Penn State.
Yeah, we're going with the Sharapan special here, man.
Kramer, what are you doing?
All right, I think it's Mississippi State.
Okay, didn't lock them up, but you taking them as your dog.
What do you mean? I took him on the money line.
Yeah, I'm just pointing out it's your money line dog.
Yeah.
Okay, Mississippi State plus 7.5. For me, my second play is Iowa plus 8. That's probably why I confused them. But yeah, give me Iowa plus 8, Pitt plus 4.5. Colby, what's your second play?
It's the Rice Owls, buddy.
Oh my God, this card is disgusting.
Come fly with them. Come fly with them, baby.
Disgusting.
We have two favorites, Penn State and Texas A&M. What's our consensus play?
I would
consensus
say
we like
Arizona. We all liked. We all liked.
How about Arizona State?
We all liked Arizona State.
Yeah, I like Arizona State, and it gives us extra Friday action.
I like Arizona State and Virginia more than the Wildcats.
Now let's take Arizona State. Forks up.
Let's go.
They did us. They got us a dub earlier in the season. But Sean, you'll have to remind my alarm might not go off in time to get the Friday picks in, so you'll have to remind me to submit the picks.
You can submit them now.
Nope, you can't. Lines aren't out yet.
Texas A&M minus 6.5, Pitt plus 4.5, Penn State minus 3.5, Mississippi State plus 7.5, Iowa plus 8, Rice plus 14.5, and Arizona State minus 2. It does not get better than that. Thank you everyone for tuning in. As always, Spotify comments. Always appreciate you guys commenting, responding, whatever your questions are. We will answer them all over on Spotify. Toss us 5 stars while you're over there. Appreciate it. Still 25% off everything in the merch store. These cool steins, hats, hoodies. We got a ton of shit in there. Puzzles of Kramer's face. We got it all. Promo code football. Very easy to remember in the merch store. Check out Colby Dant and crew over on the college experience.
There's also a giant mouse pad with my face on it.
Yes. Those things are flying off the shelf.
Guys.
And yes.
If ECU does win?
Yeah.
What's the number on the apartment that I should like say yes to?
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's like a roommate situation. You can probably get like a studio for like $800 a month, I assume.
You're giving Greenville a lot of credit, brother. Look, anyone going to the game, hit us up.
Yes, come say hi to Mac and Colby if you're going to be at the East Carolina game. And of course, as always,
thank you for participating in the Sports Gambling Podcast.
For the Sports Gambling Podcast, I'm Sean, second the money green. He's Ryan.
I could do at least another hour.
Kramer, let it ride.
It's a baby fucking week.